Thank you, thank you. Yo, this is Whiskey Runner 1, and you are here with Buy the Dip. I am joined with my guest, Miss Whiskey. Miss Whiskey, how you doing tonight?
Good.
Oh,
How is everybody? How are you?
I'm doing all right. I can't complain. You know, same old, same old. Made some good money this week. Uh, doing some scalping here. You guys might hear something in the background. I'm just making sure sound is okay. Looks like we're all good. So we got a lot on the plate tonight.
A lot.
What do you think about what happened this week, Miss Whiskey?
It was a crazy week and weekend
Indeed. Were dog coins in your week this week?
all week,
All week. Oh boy.
every day.
All we do is dream about dog coins around here, I guess.
Dog coins, dog wallets, dog games, you name it.
Adikas or some shit like that, right?
I don't know.
Yeah, so we got a lot to cover tonight. We're going to talk a little bit about some due diligence. We're going to talk about the SHIB market cap scandal. This was some good shit. So
Hmm.
it kind of made it seem like SHIB, not that they were devalued, but it created some more fear, like there already wasn't enough for the poor dog coin.
Hmm.
So there was some talk about that. I'm not sure if folks that are watching this are familiar with the Squid Game. I think there's a show on Netflix. Honey, is that right?
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so they based a game around this, and turns out that the game that they based this on was a rug pull. So
Oh.
we're going to talk a little bit about that. We're going to talk about. I'm going to give an update on Taboo.
Hmm.
We're going to talk about storage today. We're going to talk a little bit about staking. We're going to showcase our four favorites for the week. And I
We're
think,
going to talk about some snacks.
and yeah, we got the snacks all mixed right in the middle of that. So it's like a it's like a burrito of crypto and goodness, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. So looks like we got Daryl in the chat. Nice to see you, Daryl. Yeah. So
Oh, no.
I hope everybody enjoys the show tonight. The first thing that we're going to talk about a little bit here is due diligence. So basically, the way I do a lot of checking, and it depends on how thoroughly that you want to do this checking. You can go deep, deep, deep. Today, funny story, I was actually doing some research for this part of the show, and I ran into a fellow streamer, and talking with that streamer, I got to know a little bit more about the platform that I'm going to go ahead and showcase as one of my picks this week. It's incredible what you can find out just talking to other people about what's going on. And yeah, it was kind of like mind blowing, honestly, what I found out. But we're going to talk about that here in a little bit. So the due diligence portion. Let me switch screens here so we can get what I'm looking at. Oof. All right, hang on just 1 second here.
You got to research stuff before you buy it,
Yeah,
basically.
for some reason OBS is not happy about the Google Chrome today. I don't know what it is exactly, but we'll check this out here. Now it's happy. Alright, so what I typically like to do here is I find a coin that I'm interested in. The way I typically start my wish list or my watch list is I just watch the coins that have been top gainers for the last couple days. That's pretty much where I started. Was just kind of watching what happens in different brokers on the top gainer side of things, and you'll see a pattern. You'll see things that will be in for a day, and then they'll come out, and then they'll be in for 2 more days, and then they'll come out, and that's usually a good indicator of a more safer bet. I mean, all of this cryptocurrency bullshit is, major risk. I wanna make sure that everybody understands that I'm not saying to go out and buy anything, make any investments. We're just catching this for educational purposes at this point in time. Um, so I like to watch, the top gainers lists on a couple of different brokers for, a week or so and get a good idea of what's kind of in and out, what's making money. Watch the top losers list also, because you get a good idea if those cryptos, if they go springing up one day and then they come slamming down the next. Typically they'll have a pattern of doing that if that's what they do. So I just usually take those sort of cryptocurrencies and go over to CoinGecko and just type them in the search bar and see what you get. Usually that will point you at a website. There was one the last couple days that last week it was in the Kucoin top list, and so I did a little digging, and I believe it was called UDO. So if you click on it here, it will take you to their website and all of their other stuff. So it looks like howdo.io. And it looks like the website is defunct. This right here would be a giant red flag to me to not invest in that. It should be relatively easy to see. At this point in time, I don't care what the graph looks like. If there's no working, these folks are claiming to be a social media outlet. Like I'm, thinking like some sort of Facebook entity sort of thing. If your web page doesn't even work, how are you gonna do social media? So the thing is, I'm pretty forgiving on that sort of stuff. I found this a week ago. It's still under maintenance, the same page.
That's not a good sign.
No, no, not at all. I mean, Miss Whiskey, can you imagine if Facebook was down for a week?
It was down for what, like 6 hours, and people went nuts.
Yeah, people lost their minds, exactly. So it's fucked up. So you gotta watch out for these rug pull scam type of fucking things. That these people, I just believe, are in it for taking your money.
Of course.
They're trying to build up to a certain point here where they can just get out with a high market cap, and if you do your due diligence and you look at these things, I mean, you can find the red flags right away. I went to their, I do believe it was their Telegram, and there hadn't been a message in there since February, I do believe. So
Another bad sign.
yeah, yeah, that's not good at all.
Mm-mm.
So, that's how I typically do my due diligence. Um, Also in here, with the CoinGecko thing, if you go straight to just the home page here, it will give you the list of the top 100 tokens. Typically, if it's in this list, it's pretty trustworthy, I would have to say. I have had a lot of experience with most of these tokens. I've had them in my possession at one point in time. They've made me money. There's some I currently do have in my possession. Um, so this is a pretty safe bet as far as getting tokens to kind of make a watch list from. The things on that are not on this list, I'm not necessarily saying are rug pulls, but it's the risk increases substantially when you take something that's not on this list. This is the safe list here. Also, if you go to large movers here, you can get a good idea of what the top gainers and top losers are in crypto as a whole, not just per broker. I like to watch per broker because there's certain brokers that I prefer to use because of ease. Uh, you understand that, right, Miss Whiskey?
Oh, absolutely.
So, there's I think certain brokers do their job, do certain things better than others, and they all have their strong points. But this is just a list. So if we go here, this is something I kind of wanted to outline. Just because it's on this list, it doesn't mean that this is a safe bet. This is not the top 100 list. If you click this Ever Mars thing, which has increased, I can't. Is that a billion?
How many commas?
Yeah, there is no commas because they don't do it like that. But this looks
Oh,
like 1 billion, 31 million, maybe, no, this is 1 million, 31,953. So that's how much percent this has went up. I think in the last 24 hours. I think this is 24-hour volume. So,
oh boy.
yeah. If we go in here and click on this, it will take us to the EverMars page where we kind of can
Mm-hmm.
see all of the information about it. And if we click on the website, I'll just save everybody the time. This actually never loads. So,
Summer.
um, uh, once again, not a project that I would be putting my money into. Um, so let's go back here.
And it's
Project
as
that,
simple as a type and a click away.
yeah, this is real easy to do. There's not many websites you got to go between to check this stuff out. I mean, unless you're looking at something that's real obscure.
Mm-hmm.
Um, let's check out this here website. Now you can tell this is well put together. These folks are outlining in detail what their purpose is, the problems that they're trying to solve. They want to let you know right off the bat who their partners are, and they're going to slam Ledger right in the center of that little tic-tac-toe board there.
And what is Ledger?
So Ledger is the brand of a cold storage wallet, and we'll be talking a little bit more about cold storage here in a little bit, but
Oh yeah.
it's definitely a good name to be partnered with. All of these things that you see on the screen here in the world of crypto have fairly good reputations. None of them have poor reputations.
They're all
Um,
legit.
yeah. So more outlining kind of what they do, giving you an opportunity to kind of dive deeper into this stuff. Uh, frequent news, current news that's happening. Um, and then let's go to see what they got their team listed here. So it looks like these are the people that may be invested in them. J.P. Morgan, Apple, Microsoft, this Disney. This is a pretty safe bet here.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see what they say here. So here's the founders. A little bit about them guys. So you can probably go on
Dumb
LinkedIn.
pictures.
What's that?
Dumb pictures.
Yeah, well, I mean, give them a break. They're nerds. Look at these pictures of them from like the 70s or whatever, 80s. Is that the same dudes? I don't know. I'm too not worried about it to figure it out. But yeah. So there's a ton of information on this stuff. When you see partnerships like this, you're probably pretty
The
safe.
people that work there. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So just that's the easiest way to do the due diligence. Really, you can go a lot farther than that. You can check these guys up on LinkedIn. You can see what other projects that they've been involved in. You can test the stuff yourself if it's something that is functioning at the time, or if you have access to whatever equipment it takes to actually test it out, which is most of the time just a PC. So yeah, that's pretty much the due diligence side of things. You can
Do your
use
research.
Coin Market Cap. That's another thing that to check stuff out. Um, Etherscan.io will tell you about addresses, transactions, but really this is more of something that you use after you bust the training wheels off. So there's a period of time you go through where this is more of advanced level user stuff, where you're just using this essentially to verify addresses are who they say they are, that they exist, and I mean because there's, this is really complete anonymity, however you say that. Um, so there's no verifying who's actually on the other end, but you can verify if the address actually exists, and you can verify that your transaction went to that address. So there is a
Yeah.
little bit of transparency there. But that's really what you use to start looking at due diligence. But it really I would just kind of build a watch list first, and then start making sure that the things that you watch, in fact, do keep going up. Miss Whiskey, do you have anything else to add?
Just do your research. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. How about the SHIB market cap scandal?
Oh yeah. I love a good scandal. Um, they're like my favorite.
Yeah. Anything
Uh,
anything to do with SHIB is complete and fucking total drama all the time. So
oh,
it's
absolutely.
it's fun to just follow it.
hmm So Robinhood and Kraken are in the hot seat.
Mm.
Shytoshi completely spanked both exchanges in the public statements made
Oof.
via social media.
I
I think
think
we
we
have those statements.
yeah, we do have those statements.
Oh, good.
Let me dig those up real quick here. We'll look at the see if we can bring this other one up here first.
I mean,
Yeah,
these
there we go.
exchanges really
All right.
you know, baited people in, saying that they'd list SHIB,
Indeed.
the next day.
Did you want to read the
Kraken
first?
said that.
Did you want to
Oh,
read the
sure.
first tweet?
Oh, sure. Um, Leash is getting listed on more and more exchanges even before we announce how it works in the game. I guess that was probably meant differently, but, I'm just reading it. And the Shiboshis have a floor near 2 ETH. They're the most successful tokens here, and I refuse to let FUD destroy us, but ultimately, like everything, it's up to you. So, they're working on things, and they didn't need this. Almost seems like sabotage from the different market exchanges. And was it CoinMarketCap that made the mistake?
Yes.
Okay, Robinhood and Kraken are in the hot seat for different reasons because they were like baiting people. It's like, oh, Robinhood has been kind of. I don't even know if they said anything in the beginning, but they've been petitioned. They have over 500,000 signatures on the petition, I believe. But Kraken, they tweeted out, if this tweet gets 2,000 likes, we'll list SHIB tomorrow. And it got like 50,000 likes, and they did not. They said it
They
was
did
under review.
not. They said that
It
they
was
have
under
to
review for the
carefully
listing
review
process.
everything that they list after that. They did
Yeah.
absolutely not want anything to do with that.
Nope. So a lot of people are upset about that. The other stuff is like the tokens.
I'm fucking upset about that, damn it.
Right? Come on.
Come on.
Why would you say that?
That's right.
So the amounts of the coin that were like messed up with the market cap value, I don't know. That was weird too. I think the other screenshots had
So it didn't affect
better
up.
information.
It didn't end up affecting the price, right? The price was still the same because the market cap and um, the
Yes,
amount of
but
holders or
in
something was
reaction,
increased proportionally or something like that. So it still
uh
the math still ended up the same in the end, I do believe,
of
right?
course, but the whole thing caused so much panic and fear in the people who were holding on to it that it kind of tanked. So it's been sitting kind of low for a while.
Yeah, I think I saw it fall down to 47 there for a second, like five
Yep.
zeros and a 4-7. Is that right?
Mhm.
Ouch. That's all right. That I don't think that's the last time that dog is at his day.
Of course not, but it has divided the community that talks about SHIB into three categories: the overzealous, the scared, and the stoic. What category you fall into? Let us know.
Yeah, please put it in the comments section below. We'd love
Um,
some feedback.
of course. Last uh, bit about SHIB is that they're developing a game with a AAA game studio who's worked with Disney, and they claim to be working on and designing the best game ever. Let's see what they do. Maybe next week.
We'll see. They're gonna. I think there's some big news coming from SHIB right around the corner. And
Mm-hmm.
I think of all of the meme tokens, it at this point in time has the best likelihood of success.
Maybe.
So go SHIB.
Can go
Fucking
either way.
to the moon with you. All right, honey. So what else do we got? We got this other tweet. Did you read this other tweet? Did I just not put it up on
No.
screen? All right.
Not this one. There's another one. There's like two more that have like the most information.
Um, Daryl, everybody is going to get involved in cryptocurrency, from Disney to Hollywood to
They see dollar sign, they'll chase it. But
you don't want to be
SHIB,
late to this party.
SHIB is just working with a game studio that worked with Disney, so it's not Disney
Correct. Yeah,
connected to
yeah,
SHIB.
exactly. They're not directly connected. It's a very indirect connection. It's the game studio that's making the game for SHIB has made games for Disney in the past and other Hollywood studios. So they're just trying to, I think,
Bolster their name and credibility at this point.
yeah, exactly. And they're not telling us who the AAA game studio is. They're also talking that they have a vet game dev as a advisor, but they won't say who that is either.
Yep. They've been keeping it hush hush.
Very, very quiet. So yeah, it's been an interesting ride, that's for sure. It's crazy to see it down, and congratulations to all the motherfuckers ahead of time that bought in this nasty dip when it was at like 4.7, because they're already up. I mean, last I checked, it was 5.7 or 5.8, so they're already up. Um, it, I'm honestly very surprised we didn't have a lot more institutional buyers come hammer in at 4.7. But there's a strategy that they're playing to this, and I don't know what it is because I'm not an institutional buyer.
Yep.
I'm a little peon retail buyer. Just trying to make a couple bucks out here.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Pocket change.
That's right.
That's what I'm here for. Okay. I think it's time for a snack break.
Let's do it a snack break. What are we talking about this week?
BLTs.
BLTs. Love me some BLTs.
It's a classic whose presence is often taken for granted. Against the advice of those who say spend the price of the coffee on the markets, or whatever the heck they say. No. Go buy a BLT for the things to make a BLT. Have one. And that's my snack segment for the week.
Excellent. Everybody go get yourself a BLT. I mean, it's real easy to find the ingredients to that. Most people have that, readily available.
Exactly. It's not too hard.
Nah. And bacon is great.
Bacon is delicious.
That's right. Clap! Everybody, give a hand for bacon. Give a hand for bacon.
It's the greatest.
All right. I think I was going to talk about the Squid Game rug pull. So that's a very interesting topic. Everybody heard about the Squid Game show on Netflix. It's like
You didn't watch it.
I didn't watch any of
I
this.
showed you a trailer.
Nah.
And then I told you what happened.
Yeah, I ain't got time for all that. So, my understanding is like some
I watched it.
survival-ish sort of game, right?
Well, I mean, they preyed upon people who were down on their luck and in debt, and they had them play different versions of childhood games. And they killed the people that were eliminated. And it was pretty interesting. I'm surprised that so many kids have watched it, but it's interesting that it was like a big Halloween costume, and it was a big, I think it's gotten into the mobile games.
Well, thanks for the rundown on that, because I did not have any of that detail, and it definitely opens up a lot. So, some crypto developers decided they were going to make a video game to model this, and what they did was, the geniuses that they are, They advertised this game. They had a working website and a halfway working model, as far as I understand. Um, they had the run up so that you have to buy to play. So they had this huge run up, and then what they did was they locked the coin, so you couldn't sell it and you couldn't trade it. You could only buy more. And this ran up, and let me see if I can get the chart up here.
What? You can only buy more.
You could only
Well,
buy
that
more.
sounds bad.
You could only there's no problem to that, right? You could only buy more. So, what we're looking at here is been called Satan's throbbing hard on. This is not what you want to be a part of. This is a complete and total rug pull. So what happened is at the bottom down here, I don't know, around like $10, they decided to lock the coin so you couldn't get out of it. You could only buy more. And of course what that did was, since nobody was selling, it just drove the price up and drove the price up and drove the price up. Let's go over and see what our good friends over at Coinbase have to say about it.
Oh boy.
The price of Squid Game has risen by 9,905.07% in the past 7 days. The price declined by 37.18% in the last 24 hours. In just the past hour, the price shrunk by 2.63%. The current price is 33.6 cents per squid. Squid Game is 99.9% below the all-time high of $2,861.81 per token. So what these guys did is they locked it and it ran all the way up. This graph here does not do this justice because it says that it stopped somewhere around $628. Coinbase just confirmed that it ran up to a couple $1,000s before it actually popped and started coming back down when the funds were completely pulled and the fucking developers ran off with the money, shut the website down, and went completely dark on all social media.
That is extremely unfortunate for those who bought in.
And currently your squid is worth 27 cents. If you can find a place that'll let you sell it. Oof is right. That's one hell of a rug pull, guys. And it's fucked up too, right? Because it doesn't seem like. I mean,
why would anybody trust a coin that's based on a game that's
well, you gotta wonder. First of all, Miss Whiskey, you gotta wonder, like, why would they do that?
Right?
They stood to make so much more money. Clearly, stood to make so much more money had they drugged that shit out for 10 years and let it fizzle out on its own. I do not believe that.
They got greedy and threw it all away.
That's exactly what it was greed. Greed to get your ass every single time. You know, and I'm not saying that the people invested in Squid were greedy, but I mean, greed is what provokes risk.
Clearly the developers, yeah.
You know, and that's why they are out that money.
Yep. That stuff.
So Daryl says it's like Battle Royale meets Hunger Games.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I don't know what Battle Royale is, but Yeah.
It's like all versus all.
Oh, okay. Yeah, well, like they had like the people in the masks. I'm sure you've seen the masks from the picture. Yeah, you saw the trailer. Yeah,
Yeah.
they had them like facilitate the games. There's like the front man, and he had a black cloak and a mask, and he was, I don't know, spoilers. Um, yeah, it was like the disparities and the rich people watching the games. So yeah, basically, or like the one with Ice T. Anyways, continue. Sorry.
No, you're all good. So I think the next thing we were gonna look at was the taboo. So taboo is continuing to do well. What'd you think about the performance, Miss Whiskey, this week? Did all right?
I've been more impressed today than in recent days,
Yeah.
but it's been pretty consistent.
It's basically traded sideways, which is
I'm just waiting for more news.
is a good week for me as long as it's not going down.
Yeah.
Um, so they're doing some contest stuff for sharing. More shares, you get entered into a chance to win a bunch of tokens, which is cool. Um, they're talking about more models and stuff now. They've mentioned their second billboard. They have one in Hollywood. They're putting a second one in Las Vegas. Kind of a chart here with the trending tokens. So things are looking on the up and up for Taboo. Let me see if I can dig that chart out real quick. Here we go. Looks like we're currently sitting at 3.3 cents. Got that nice big green candle right there that we're in for the 8 hour. I
Mm-hmm.
think we're in 8 hour. We might be in the 1 day here. Let me see if I can fix that real quick. We got the 4 hour. That's as close as I'm going to get. So this is how we're looking. Over the last 8 hours, we've come back up. So this is nice, healthy pullback right here is what you're seeing. If you bought down here at the 2.5, 2.2, 2.6 area, fucking congratulations. Way to go. You're early. You're gonna
Maybe.
you're gonna make some money.
I hope so.
You've already made money.
A little bit.
We might see another small pullback before it rockets, but they're about to announce their $1 million marketplace. So, which will already include NFTs from Lindsay Lohan, Paris Hilton, and they're working on getting Britney Spears. So this is all looking pretty good.
Yes, indeed. Exciting project.
It is a very exciting project. The founder of the project does AMAs daily. Very smart individual. Great idea of where he's taking the project. Um, you know, doesn't really seem like the guy that's. He's got a lot more to lose by just taking everything and running than becoming a billionaire over a small period of time, because that's all it's going to take. This is the playboy of the blockchain right here. The playboy of all crypto. So, you know, it like we've already mentioned, all crypto has its risk. I think this would be one of the
Absolutely.
lesser risky choices. It doesn't take a ton to invest in this one at three and less than 3.5 cents.
So small.
All right, Miss Whiskey, did you want to talk about your first project?
Sure thing.
Let me try and dig up what we got here for that.
This project is called State in You, and it's a charity focused crypto. It's so cute. According to their Twitter page, they've already donated to projects like Save the Children, $25,000 worth of ETH. I don't know if that's Ethereum or just ETH. I think there's two, but I'm not sure. The
Uh,
water project, 26,000.
I think more than likely it's
dollars.
just, yeah, Ethereum.
Okay, good. Um, they've donated through Watsi, which is some uh healthcare crowdfunding site. I might be wrong. Please correct me if I am. And they've donated $50,000 or $27,000 to the International Animal Rescue. I found two different things on their Twitter. So all of this is according to their Twitter page.
Mm.
Um, they're Ethereum based, as you can guess. It debuted on Hotbit on the 5th of November, and their first tweet was October 28th of 2021. So they're very, very, very new.
Very fresh. All
Brand
right.
spanking new.
Well, we'll have to see where these charity sort of things go in fall in line in the crypto space.
Uh-huh.
You know,
See if it's viable or not.
we've seen a lot of rug pulls from just about everybody else. So hopefully the people that are supposed to be in
Absolutely.
charge of taking the money and making sure it gets to the right place without being intrusive on a cause or a denomination, you know, hopefully that gets
Exactly.
sorted.
I mean, it could just be another non-profit money laundering scheme like all the others out there. I mean, who knows? But seems as if it's operated in good faith and seems a little bit more efficient than like the Red Cross. And they've had 64.26% growth. I don't know. I guess that's today.
Mm,
Nice.
that's very nice.
And that's all.
When your crypto goes up 64% in a day, that's good returns. That's extremely good returns. That's
Yeah.
take your fucking returns and run sort of shit.
Yep.
Uh,
And they got a cute icon. What more can you ask?
yeah. Yeah. All right. So, the one that I was going to talk about on the early part of the show is a thing called Cirrus. So Cirrus has kind of come up with a way for everybody to have a universal income without pulling from the taxpayers. And the way that they've figured out how to do that is to allow you to own your data. So instead of giving it to Facebook for free so that you can use their social platform, no, we don't do that anymore. Fuck that. Facebook can get out of here. Zuck can suck it. And we get a free social platform where the advertisers can pay for the space, not us. We own our data, and we can sell it to the advertisers as we choose. That's the way it should be. We should own our data. Would you agree with that, Miss Whiskey?
Oh, absolutely. I think
It,
that
it,
too many people don't read the fine print where these things are clearly spelled out. Because who wants to scroll through 200 pages of legal jargon? But people sign away all sorts of internet rights all the time. And they're preyed upon. But this is nice.
you know, they keep track of everything that you're doing for a reason. It's at the very least to be able to market to you, and the very worst to be predatory. So you should be able to choose, and you should get paid and compensated in some form for your data. For the you own that. If they want to know what you're eating, they should pay you to find out.
Exactly, not trick you into getting a bonus card or a rewards card so that they can track what you're buying.
Exactly. Yeah, that's not.
Surprise grocery stores.
You should own that data. So what Cirrus has come with is they've come up with an idea that there is a router or a piece of equipment that their software is installed on. Your personal data, the data that would be used to market, any of that sort of data stays on this device here, and advertisers and anybody else who would want to use that data needs to pay you or compensate you in some way to use that data.
Mm-hmm.
This is a great idea, I think, because anybody who we've been talking about this universal income for a long time, and there's just been no way that we can make it work because of socialism. But this is the way to keep democracy or whatever the current state of the nation is, uh, a republic or whatever we're living under at this point, um, and not have to give up holding up a bunch of people with the people who work. Those people would still be able to stay home because they would collect, some sort of compensation. One really
And it makes sense with how valuable data is to companies. And
exactly,
they benefit off of it and they should be paying for it. And that's been a fault of the consumers for not demanding that.
yeah. With us just giving it away for free, it's created an entitlement to the big tech companies. So here's a roadmap, kind of what they plan on doing. They already have 1 million of these sold to an ISP that's going to be deploying them. They assume 5 users per device, so that would bring you to about 5 million users right off the bat. Not a bad number. We can go over here to their Twitter. Everything looks real good over here. Like they say, they made a deal with an ISP partner, DeVoice, and they're going to be deploying 1 million of these units. So it's an estimated 5 million people will be using this, just to start. So I looked up, I don't remember where I found that at. I'm trying to. Oh, let's go back to the home page here. You can kind of tell what their missions and stuff are on this homepage. We get to the
Mm-hmm.
bottom here. They start talking about backers. Nothing really sticks out to me here, to be completely honest with you. I'm not familiar with these companies. They're not major entities that I know of. I'm sure if that I did some Googling around, I would find out that they're much larger than I understand. Here they dox the entire team. But what I found interesting was at the bottom they list their advisors, and they have two advisors. The first advisor they list is Senior Advisor Gil Emilio. He has currently held positions, it looks like, at Apple and AT&T. So I did a little DuckDuckGo search on him, and the information came back that he worked for Bell Labs, Fairchild Semiconductor, and Rockwell International. He's also the former CEO of National Semiconductor and Apple. So he has quite the extensive,
Impressive resume.
yeah, quite the extensive resume. Exactly. The other guy here, let's go back. Finis Connor. I looked at these. Let me make sure that OBS is behaving. Okay, that looks right. I looked at these trademark symbols below him, and the one on the left, I definitely know that I've seen recently. Like, I knew what it was, I just couldn't pinpoint it. The Connor thing, I was like, that seems like it's old PC hardware to me. And I was right about that. So when I went and Googled him, it turns out that he is the entrepreneur that founded industry leaders Seagate Technology and Connor Peripherals. So this guy has been involved in the data disk drive technology industry for a long time, an industry vet. So those are the guys that they got advising their team. I think we got a pretty huge thing here. So this was a project that I wanted to talk about this week that I was really digging. All right, I think
It's
next,
super impressive.
yeah, pretty damn impressive is right. I think next I was gonna mention something about storage.
Storage.
Yeah. So, did you want to lead us into that, Miss Whiskey?
Sure thing. There are three different kinds of storage that I know of. We have hot storage, cold storage, and custodial storage. It's like Goldilocks and the bears whose house she breaks into. So hot storage refers to any crypto wallet that is run through an internet-connected system. Could be the cloud, a mobile device, or a desktop. Cold storage refers to crypto wallets that are not connected to the internet. And custodial storage is when another party controls your private keys. So like Public or Coinbase or I guess Webull maybe.
And nobody likes it when other people control your privates, right?
I mean, no, but in crypto I don't really mind too much. It's a tricky question.
It is a tricky question. I guess that depends on the circumstance, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so hot wallet stuff connected to the internet. These would be like your MetaMasks, your Coinbase wallets. Cold wallets are going to be not connected, so like your ledgers. It's a separate device. And then, yeah, collateralized is when somebody else has got your privates.
Custodial.
Got your privates.
Yeah.
So, you can purchase cold wallets on the internet just about anywhere now. There's Ledger is a brand. There's a couple of brands out there that make these cold wallets. So they connect either Bluetooth or via USB to a computer. When you make a transaction, you have to be physically at that little flash drive, punching in codes and accepting transactions to make a transaction go through.
And the entire time, there's a beeping noise that gets faster as time goes on.
Yes.
No?
No.
Yeah.
Yes, no. This isn't MacGyver, but if you want it to be, we can make the microwave bomb. But the problem is, right, the longer it takes you to get that transaction off, the gas price might have changed. And it could take a long time for your transaction to go through if the gas price doesn't want to come back down and behave anytime soon. If you happen to just pound it on that one gas, right when the gas was low, and it took you a couple of seconds to get that code in there and accept the transaction, by that point in time, it could be too late. So
And those gas fees can be nasty.
those gas fees can be nasty. Custodial wallets are just scary as hell in general, right? Because that's probably like the worst level of security. You're depending on your broker or exchange not to get hacked. Because if they get hacked and lose your coins, you lose your coins because they're in charge of them. All your coins are sitting with them, like at the bank.
Mm-hmm.
Except for they're not insured like the bank, right? So if somebody comes in and robs them, and
they say sorry, and they don't even send you a fruit basket.
Yeah, they took your tokens. You're fucked. And that's why it's smart to buy into some of these security things on the blockchain, some of these security tokens, and layer 2 protocols that are trying to make it, better so that when fucking people try to steal your money, the transactions can be reversed before major damage is done. All right. Miss Whiskey, did you want to tell us about your sweet treat?
Oh, absolutely.
Now's a good time to grab your drink, grab your smoke. Miss Whiskey gonna tell us about some more mouth-watering food.
We're going to talk about sugar cookies, or any cookies for that matter, but sugar cookies are the best for decorating. And 'tis the season for cookies and cookie decorating. Great fun for anyone, whoever you hang out with, or just by yourself. And cookies are delicious. So, yeah.
I always like them right out of the oven. All right. Miss Whiskey, did you want to talk about your pets project?
Sure thing. Pets is symbol for micro pets.
Did you want me to play the trailer?
Yes, please.
All right. Well, here's a little bit. Well, there's a couple things we can show here. We'll let this one go first. Oh, shit. Gonna have to mute that for a second. old strike over here.
Yeah, don't do that.
Yeah, we don't need the old strike ski. This is transformative, by the way, Susan. Transform this. All right. So there's a little micro pets action, and then here we got this. I think Flash Mob is coming after this dog or something. I feel bad for him.
He's running because he has to run.
Motherfucking micro pets.
Yep.
Yeah.
They've been performing absolutely well. They debuted one hot bit a couple of days ago. I think they're also brand new. They ate a 0 recently. That was cool.
Oh. I didn't have our thing up. We're going to have to replay that. All right.
Oh.
Yep. Got to go again. Here we go. We don't want people to miss the micro pets. Right?
No, not at all.
No!
Yeah, the micro pets are kind of expensive, but if you're into that. But I like Kucoin, which is still below 1 cent.
That's a good price.
I think it has a lot of room to grow unless they get sued by another game, which has been a claim made on Twitter by some tiny accounts.
Or whoever wrote the song.
Who knows? Yeah. Either one. Or both.
Yeah. All right. Here we go. Let's watch this one now. If I didn't annoy you guys with the Flash Mob music the first time, here we go, baby. Yeah. Woof.
One more time. I'll tell you one more.
So, if you're interested in a dog game that goes along with dog coins, this is your game right here. At least this is the first, I think, in a line of many, right?
I mean,
SHIB
there
is
was
coming out
Doge
with
Dash,
a game.
which I think was first. Doge Dash was first.
Oh, Doge Dash was first. What is Doge Dash about?
I think it's the same concept as the running game part of Micropets, which is what the claims were being made about on Twitter. Yeah. So, that's kind of all I have to say about Micropets. See how it does.
We shall see. Godspeed. Peace, love, and chicken grease and all that shit. Let's see here. Alright, we'll cut that out. Alright, I'm going to talk about Ultra and Theta for a second. So Ultra is kind of this platform where they're working on getting a marketplace going here. As you can see, their app does work. This is installed on the PC. This is going to be an NFT marketplace and a Steam-like platform. Right now, they're also partnered with a project called THETA, THETA TV. And THETA TV actually has working streaming over the blockchain. It actually works. The thing was today, while I was doing my due diligence, I got into this stream where you can see this guy caught my attention here. The title of his stream is 6 Feet Apart, Wear a Mask, Take the Vaccine, Die. So, naturally, I kind of wanted to see what this guy was about, so I watched a little bit of his stream, and the stream was a video, a rebroadcast of a doctor in a seminar with some Army recruits, telling them about mind control and implanting false thoughts. And so, I was very interested in that for a second. And then I want to talk to him more about, his experience with the streaming platform. And he was able to show me a couple of things. And one thing that he showed me was that the streaming platform on the back end in the settings is enabled to basically let you use your video card to do scientific calculations for coronavirus research. Now, you can change the research that they're doing, I think. So you can, I think you can change it to maybe cancer research, different types of research in there. I completely disabled that shit. So that looks something like this here. So this is the Theta Edge node. You become a node operator. You're essentially processing video bandwidth for yourself and others. In here in this cache compute thing, this is where I found these settings. You can go into settings even and see deeper. This folding at home thing. If you do some digging into there, you'll find out that they essentially remotely use your GPU to do calculations for scientific research for different shit. Completely disabled all that garbage because I do not want and the thing is, you can earn by doing that. This is the blockchain. Remember that. Nothing's free over here. If they're going to be using your machine, you're going to get compensated in some way. And they're paying you in this T-Fuel token, which allows you to, I don't know, probably swag and other sort of things, I would guess. Promotions and I don't know what else it would do. I'm going to have to do a lot more digging into this, but I just wanted to show everybody what I'd found so far. So this is kind of interesting, right? Because you can broadcast a stream, and you can do whatever it is that you want to do. Basically censorship free, because there's nobody to censor you. You're running your own node. They also have some pretty major partnerships. And the other thing is, being as this is decentralized, it doesn't live on Amazon servers and data centers. It lives on the people's computers. So if Amazon decides, you know what, I don't like the speech on that platform, if you don't do something about it, we're going to shut your servers down. That's just not a possibility here.
It's a free for all.
It's a free for all. So, some pluses and some negatives to this. Definitely got to do some more research. That's for sure. And I would also like to run a wire capture on here to verify that nothing is getting, that they're not sending anything out but video traffic with this app. So, very interesting idea. Here is, the current live streams that are running. There's like NASA and then just pure degeneracy, which is fucking sweet. This is like the place to live if you come from my corner of the internet. So, very interesting stuff. Major developments here. Yeah, everything looking real good on the upside. The market had a great week. I don't think you really could have. If you lost money this week, boy, you really made some bad choices, and you should go look at what happened, because most of the market was up pretty darn good. Here's kind of the, I don't know why we got this in this corner, but here's kind of the three things that we're looking at this week. We got SHIB. We know that took kind of a decline here. Kind of came back up, just floating around the 5 area right now. Cirrus was the universal income project that we were kind of talking about. The own your data project. Just kind of hanging around 84 cents. And this Ultra project. Oh, we're missing the Thetas. That's what we're missing. Let me see if I can interact with this real quick and bring that back up. Where are we at here? There we are. Interact. We surely can. There we are. Okay, so Ultra sitting at about $1.05, up from yesterday, and Theta $7.55. Looking pretty strong with the just straight sideways movement. Also have highs here above 8. That looks good. I think that SHIB will rally back. Cirrus just been trading sideways for a while here, so there might be a chance that it's getting ready to take off. Definitely not bad news with the 1 million units they have sold, and the Ultra is pretty much just trending up.
Mm-hmm.
Let's take a look at trying to remember how I built all this out earlier, because we were going to look at and here is a little look at the pets. So 4 zeros and a 2, huh?
Uh-huh.
Up 91.85% in the last 24 hours.
Yeehaw.
Yeehaw! And I mean, if we look at the graph here too, it just updated. We are up 72.44%. We got 4 zeros, 1 and an 8. So not really much difference there. Looks like this pushed all the way up to 4 zeros and a 3 at one point.
Yeah, we're going down right now, but that's okay.
Yeah, that's a healthy pullback right there. It will be going back up. So, folks, if this is something you're interested in, keep an eye on this, and when it try to hit it when it gets to its lowest point. So, that's, I think, about what we had for tonight. Miss Whiskey, you have anything else?
All I got for tonight.
All she got for tonight.
Mm-hmm.
All right, everybody. We appreciate you coming by. And,
Thanks for stopping in.
yeah, for sure. Twitters and stuff, you can find us in social media. We'll have our stuff linked in the descriptions here soon. I think my Discord is in the description currently. Yeah, just like and subscribe, please. And if you're watching this after the fact, comment down below. We'd like the interaction. So let us know what you thought about the show. And
criticism, critiques, and feedback.
We appreciate everybody for watching.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching, guys. Later.
What we do here is go back.